Okay, Rick, Dennis Clark here, review of your lesson. Very, very clear picture on a nice day, so we get a good look at what you're doing here. Hope you got a lot out of the week. You did have some really good improvement. So one of the things that we notice is I did change your grip. You have to be the judge of whether that's going to stay there or not. If you start to get on a little better plane, you have a good takeaway. That's a fine angle for the golf club right there. You don't have to change that ever. And all I did was I tried to increase your shoulder turn as much as I possibly could. There's some flexibility lost there as we age, of course, but we don't worry too much about the actual length of the golf swing, but the shoulder turn is critical. And then as you come down, our goal is to get you to come down inside and to come down slightly flatter. And you did a good job of that. You really learned really well. I thought you had some of the best improvement in the group. You had a more minor swing change to make than the others, so you adapted to it very, very nicely. In other words, the swing that you came here with on Monday was pretty good. But I'll show you what I did change here. First, your grip. And I'll take this back slow here. One thing you'll notice about that turn down there, see, that's a good takeaway too. See, one of the things that you'll feel is this club face here wants to be much more like the angle of your body here, so you should already be turning it down. That's one of the things that I was talking to you about this week. And you can see where the hit is much more in the middle of the club. And you need to feel the roll of your hands pretty early in the downswing. So the one thing that we did get was the club a little bit more on plane. We got the hands a little closer into the body as they come down, not too far out. So you're trying to get a flatter swing and the hands more under the shoulders. And definitely release the club early. You could start now. You know, it wouldn't hurt you at all to start now. So don't pull it out. You don't have to bail out. You see, you're coming up. If we get you down there and releasing that club, you can stay in your posture a little bit longer. And we don't have to come up out of it as much. So that's kind of a big deal there when you get that feeling where you can actually stay in the shot. You get a lot more consistency, and the flatter you get, the lower you come in, the more sidearm you come in, the more you can stay down in your posture here. So you'll get a lot of those half thin ones, especially on your short game, because of this. And I don't think that that's a physical limitation for you. I just think it's a bad habit. So I'd like to show you why you were jumping out, is that it gets released a little bit. It starts down a little too steep and gets released a little bit early. But I do need you to feel like you can stay in the posture just a little bit more. But again, do yourself the biggest favor you can do yourself, which is continue to draw/hook the ball. Just keep your posture up and your chin up so you can make as much a turn back behind it as is possible. Remember, if you get, we were talking about the weight in your head, that negates, is that my word, that diminishes your ability to turn if your head gets down too much. So I just maintain eye contact with it. And if you have bifocals, it's a little harder, but you do want to do that. So I need these hands to start rolling over, right? I see that glove, and I still see that glove, and I still see that glove. So that roll drill, that roll feeling is going to be big for you to keep that ball in that draw mode. That's not like flipping your wrist, that's rolling your forearms and hands so that the glove here would disappear like I was talking about today. And then just let it extend. You don't have to contract that left arm at all. But I think so much of it is based on you getting the release from a better plane on the inside. And I think that's going to be a big breakthrough for you. Okay, it was great having you in the school, and I hope you enjoyed the program. Follow up with me and let me know how you're doing, please.